Here we go, people. Shrouded Sky. What's going on? I'm the Ark Raider old timer. You know what I always say? It's Christmas Day when we get these bloody updates. Shrouded Sky is here. Right, there is a lot to go over. So, there are chapters. If you have a look below, you'll be able to go to which portion of the video you want to talk about. We're going to be going through the Raider deck. We're going to be going through the patch notes. And I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the actual hurricanes, on the actual modes. I'm going to have a play of them. You're going to see footage. So there's a lot coming in this video. So check out the chapters below if you want to skip to a particular part. Outside of that, I'm Dan, aka the Ark Raider old timer. And beards are here. But before we get to that, let's do it. Right, Shrouded Sky. Don't know where to start, really. Well, here I am. Right, beardless. Okay, let's have a look what's going on here. There we go. So straight to the new deck. Let's have a look. So we have the Surgeon deck. And there we go. There's Beardy. That guy's kind of special. He's like the first introduction. That moment. The shining light when we first knew beards were coming. His face will always be synonymous with beardism in Ark Raiders. Right, so let's have a full look at the deck. And I should be able to yoink all of this, hopefully. So there we go. What is that? Sorry, that's just wild. Surgeon, that is so wild. Yoink! I'll take that. So you've got the Surgeon costume there. We'll go through this as quick as possible. The first aid kit there. Obviously, I rock the radio pack to represent Ark Raider old timer crew, but no one's mentioned that for a while, so I don't know if we still have to do that in the crew or not. The crew decide, not me, despite it being my crew. Okay, I've got to grab the bone saw there. What have we got here as well? We've got the Raider tokens, sterilized bandage, and 5 seeker grenades. Always love a seeker, thank you very much. Oh, missed this one as well, there we go. And grab that, the actual Surgeon, okay. On to the next bit, you've got a paramedic backpack there. Claim. You have the face, a face there, not mine. Raider tokens, we'll be grabbing them, thank you. Surge shield recharger, yoink, take that. And you've got the outfit variant, the Surge, is that the nurse mode or is that, I don't know, I don't know anything. I'm not saying nothing. What is this we've got here? The calibration device, so grab yourself that for your deck. I quite like that Surgeon one. That's cool with a little bit there, the surgeon-y type of colour there. Little bit of a variation. There you go. And as you can see, this is all the stuff you've got on the deck. I'm just showing you. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers here, but you understand that. What? Okie dokie. Let's keep rolling. Stupid Scrappy gets a Surgeon hat. We will take the Raider hatch key. Speaking of hatch keys, I done a video recently, a mega guide for beginners when it comes to extracting. I'll put a link up there, check that out. Obviously, always use your extract key, but if you're playing a nighttime map or playing certain conditions, you can't use the hatch key. So if that is you, or if you generally don't use hatch keys and you like to extract for whatever reason, or if you are forced to extract because you haven't made hatch keys yet, or you don't have the resources, check out my video up there. All right, let's grab the rest of the... Oh, I can't. I've run out of stuff in it. I thought I could get it all. Oh, well, let's put a dent in my thing. But we can have a look at the rest anyway. It's going to take a while to get used to it, but yeah, I think that's what we're going to be rocking. It's just nice to have beard, isn't it? Full beard. Okay, so that is the entirety of the Raider deck. Cool. Oh, I like that. Like that robot face. Very good. Very good. Cheers, mate. Get that mother equipped. And let's have a look at the variations we've got for that. I really like that face. That is very cool. That's right up my alley, that is. Oh, there's different variations of beards, is there? Trying to hide away in the store, are you, mate? Yoink! Cool. Right, so that is that done. Now, let's have a look. I think that's everything outside of the game. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some gameplay footage now. And also, while I'm showing you the gameplay footage, we'll go through the patch notes because there's a lot to discuss. So let's do it. All right, so I've had a good few games of this, and my early impressions, what's in my head is we asked for something more difficult, and they've definitely done that. It is more of a challenge. I think a lot of that challenge is that it's new. Remember, we've got a lot to go through here. So as I said at the beginning, there are chapters in this video. Just look at the timeline below, and then you can select which chapter you want to go to, which part you want to get to, because it could be quite a chunky video, but I'm going to try and compress it as much as I can. Right. Early gameplay impressions. So for me, and this is what I've played, by the way, this is my actual gameplay impressions. Not thoughts, not previews. It's nice to actually play the game. So my first thing that I thought was, right, I've got to put this shield away. I started in Blue Gate. I come up from the chute from below. Hurricane winds going everywhere. Great effect, by the way. The sounds, the debris going everywhere. First thing I thought, without even reading I have to, is I'm taking the shield off. Because it's flashing all over the show, lighting up like a bloody Christmas tree. It's going insane. So when you're outside, if the shield pops, because you've been wearing it for too long, you can take the shield off before it does that to stop it from popping, right? When you see it flashing. Now, if you put the shield back on, it won't recharge if you're out in the open. It will only recharge like if you're protected from the hurricane, from the storms, or unless you've got recharges. So the short answer is to what I'm saying is bring far more recharges than usual. That's the first thing that I thought when I come up. I thought, I can't run around like this because the visibility is quite low anyway. And you're flashing, everybody can see you flashing all over the shop. Way too exposed. You visually glow in an environment that's otherwise hard to see through. So yeah, I just ended up running with the shield completely off in the open areas. I'll take the risk. I've got my gun out. I'll take the risk. I mean, most of the time, if a rat's going to shoot you in your back anyway, they're going to shoot you in your back from a distance where they can't see you. They normally get the drop on you anyway. So shield or no shield doesn't massively matter. It's more for the arc flying overhead. That's how I found it anyway. So, okay, let's talk about the new arc. The Comet, it's vicious. It's vicious. It felt like it was actually tougher than I expected. Now, I can't confirm this, but it seemed to take more than one secret grenade. Maybe it's got to hit in a certain part. I don't know if it's Shredder adjacent strength, but I didn't really survive long enough to find out, if I'm being honest. And I only had a few encounters with it in these first few playthroughs. It's just my play style. You guys know my play style. Sneaky, get in, get out. Now the Firefly fire is less instantly lethal than I expected. That's the new flying arc. You do have a window to escape if it hits you, but the only problem is it's prime for rats watching from cover. They can see you're hurt. So it's not necessarily about the fire that you get hit with. Obviously, that's important, but it's also about rats can see you're hurt. When that fire's hitting you, you might even have your shield on if you're out in the open. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So there's lots to balance, and if the rats are looking from the distance, seeing that your energy is getting drained by the fire, you've got to take that into account. First wave raider caches, I'll put some footage there. I managed to find one. Now, they appear to have the familiar loot so far. They sound different. One of my ones contained a magnetron. A little bit more loot than normal caches. So all good. I'm not going to complain at that. I imagine it's normal loot with some high epic sort of loot. I don't know if there's any brand new loot in. I keep asking for brand new loot. I haven't seen any. All I've seen so far is is it the Firefly burner when you kill the Firefly. So I don't know if the raider caches, the first wave raider caches, have actual new loot or whether it's just high value loot. But overall, yeah, really enjoyed it. It's definitely tougher. Most of that is because we're getting used to it. I think once we work our way around, once we get that balance of when to pop the shield on, when to pop the shield off. You know us lot, we play this game for crazy hours. Within like 5-10 hours, we'll not have mastered it, but we'll know how to get around. It's exciting, it's something new, and it is a significant new change to the game. People wanted something new. They did say they wanted more of the challenge. These two new arc are vicious, especially that bloody Comet. So you wanted the challenge, you got it. All right, so let's talk about the patch. Now, like I said, there's a lot going on here. There's tons of stuff. I would recommend, I'll put a link in the description, check out the patch notes. I'll crunch this down as much as I can, and like I always say, check out the chapters if you want to skip to a particular section. So here's the part a lot of you are really going to want to know about: the weapons. They have done a load of stuff, loads of nerfs. They've changed a lot of weapons. At one point they said they've changed something, then they've gone back, then they've changed it again. I would highly recommend checking out the patch notes. A lot of changes have happened to the weapons. Explosive weapons they're stronger for aerial denial and forcing movement, but the storm makes misthrows and self-damage more punishing. For example, energy weapons have got improved consistency rather than raw damage. They've changed the basically they reward pressure over burst. The ballistic and kinetic weapons, stability and handling feel more predictable. There's a lot that's been done to most of the weapons. Big changes. Definitely have a look. Sidearms they're sort of more backup weapons now, and they really shine during shield downtime. Overall, the best way to put it is the weapon design philosophy is fewer, quote, always correct choices. In other words, they're trying to limit the amount of times people go for the most popular weapon. They're trying to balance it all out. They say the Venator is one that people use a lot, and they've balanced that out. They've had some issues going back and forth with changing that around. So they've done a lot of work with the weapons. Again, it feeds into the thing that I say. Embark are so happy. No, not happy. That's not the right word. So eager to please. Like, all it takes is a few thousand people moaning about something, and they'll completely change the system in the game, which is good. But sometimes you just got to let the artist do their work. Do you know what I mean? But they're so keen to listen to community. They'll change a weapon, then they'll change it back, then they'll change it again. Like I said, they even said it in the patch notes. We've gone back and forth on changing this weapon because people moan and then they change it straight away. Where sometimes I think this is probably, I know this is an unpopular view, but I think just stick with it. Stick with it. But anyway, the crafting system has changed as well. Crafting is no longer just progression, it's preparation as well. Some recipes have been adjusted to discourage hoarding. So that's something I'm going to have to look at because I am a hoarder. Mid-tier gears now realistically attainable, not just late game sort of filler. They've done a lot there as well. So it's worth looking through the patch notes. Like I said, there's a lot that they've done and a lot that they've tried to improve. To me, Shrouded Sky doesn't just make it more difficult. It actually reshapes how you play it. How you play the game. You've really got to think through these shield choices. Am I putting a shield on? Have I got to go here to charge it? Shall I take it off out in the open? I ran for an extraction at one point, and you know, there's somebody there, their shield's flashing as hell. They're keeping their shield on, and I'm thinking, am I the mad one for taking my shield off, approaching this lift to, you know, extract? But then if I put the shield on, they can see me. A lot of tactical stuff we're going to have to think about. Let me know your thoughts. We'll end it there, otherwise the video will just go on for too long. Read the patch notes. Let me know what you think. Anything you like about Shrouded Sky, anything you don't like. What do you think of the new arc? Do you think they're cool? Do you think they're annoying? Would really like to know. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed this 100% Arc Raider channel content that I try to give you whenever it drops, please let me know. Drop a like. Check out the description for Patreon. Get yourself a t-shirt, a mug, an Arc Raider old timer, mouse mat, all sorts of stuff to support. You can buy me a burger, donate any amount you want, join the YouTube channel, become a member. There's all sorts of benefits of becoming a member, exclusive videos and all sorts. Anything if you want to support, or failing that, just click the like button. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening, and most of all, thank you for making it to this part of the video. It helps out massively. Shrouded Sky is here. No more praying to the gods. It's in front of us. Let me know what you think. I want to know. All right. I'll see you topside. As always, behave yourself and keep that beard in check. You got to oil that beard. You got to brush that beard, brother. Keep it smooth and clean, brother. All right. Peace.